Our power generator makes run uninterrupted. Security is guaranteed. You can book any of our facilities ahead of time. Just dial 0806 836 1706 or 0818-821-1485 and you have a deal. Patronize us today. We are located at number 17 to 21 Mercy Clinic Road, Nta Abeokuta, Ogun State. It's your international hotel. Hospitality at its peak.
Imagine not being able to access the station of your choice, Nta Abeokuta, on your TV set. It could be really frustrating. To achieve maximum viewership of your choice TV station on your screen, you can tune automatically. Just press the setup or setting button. Move the scroll button to auto tuning or auto search and press OK. For Nta channel 12 Abeokuta, the frequency is 224.25 MHz. To return to the normal screen, press menu on your remote control. If you're having difficulty tuning to 224.25 MHz, the frequency of the choice station Nta Abeokuta channel 12, the excellent antenna can also be manipulated. We are transmitting an effective radiating power. Our reach now covers the state and beyond. We also reach our streaming viewers on Star Times channel 103. Nta Abeokuta wishes you happy viewing.
Abeokuta.
On the news tonight, Christian clerics admonish families to build godly, peaceful homes. Nigeria to commence airlift of pilgrims from Saudi Arabia tomorrow. In the space of irregular power supply, correspondent examines the necessity for alternative power supply. Good evening and welcome to Sunday's edition of the Journal of News. I am Officer Pedro Adeyemi. Now the news. The role of family in building a healthy nation cannot be overemphasized, hence the need for families to move closer to God to help build a godly and peaceful society. This was contained in a sermon delivered by clergymen in today's Sunday service in Abeokuta, the state capital. Correspondent Mohammed Adibowale has details.
Family, no doubt, play an important role in building a society, either positively or negatively, depending on the background in which each family is being set up. The sermon of the Archbishop of the African Church, Ogun Province, Nta Abeokuta, Right Reverend Solomon Ojumu, centered on the need for families to hold on to their faith and believe in God. Quoting from the book of Joshua, chapter 24, verse 15, Bishop Ojumo laid emphasis on the need for each family to aid the spirit of togetherness, move closer to God and create a bond with other people outside the family. This, according to him, will go a long way in setting up a society devoid of sin.
The message for them is the only thing is for them to serve God. And Bible said in Exodus, if you serve God, He will give you long life. He will water your land. He will give you breath. So today, as for them and their whole house, they should be ready to serve God. I want to employ every family in this country to be a very good example for people to copy so that our country will move on as expected.
Harvest of Peace was the title of the message delivered by Very Reverend Festus Oswanigbemi at the Methodist Cathedral of Nta Abeokuta. He noted that it is only peaceful society that meaningful development can thrive. He called on all to strive and seek peace with one another, and every other thing God promised will be given to them.
We can harvest peace if there is unity, love, holiness, uprightness, faithfulness among ourselves and a constituted authority.
The clergymen also speak on the need for children of God to create an environment where the fear of God as well as mutual respect for others prevail. Prayers for peace and progress of the nation, the state, and individual families also featured in the day's church services.
Still on religious matters, the airlift of Nigerian pilgrims from Saudi Arabia back home is scheduled to commence tomorrow. This followed a meeting convened by the National Hajj Commission with tour operators in Jeddah. Nta Abeokuta now reports.
Coordination has to be aligned.
This meeting between National Hajj Commission and Hajj Air Carriers is preparatory to the last phase of the 2018 Hajj exercise, homeward bound of Nigerian pilgrims from the Holy Land. Effective administration and management of baggage, timely delivery of Zamzam water, and the manner of airlift within designated time frame tops the agenda.
We intend to start our operations on the 27th of August, and we will steadily increase the volume of pilgrims that are transported on a regular basis, on a daily basis, and we intend to finish within 3 weeks.
And we will our plan to dispatch the baggage 14 hours for the dispatch to be at there, but 12 hours.
We have the tradition of fast come, fast to go. That is to say, earlier pilgrims that arrived into the kingdom of Saudi Arabia would now go before those ones that came later.
We are confident with the assurances they are giving.
Meanwhile, head of Nigeria and other countries' Hajj missions were bidded farewell by the Saudi Arabia's Minister of Hajj and Umrah, Mohammed Salim bin Tayyip, after a successful Hajj exercise. From Mecca and Saudi Arabia, I am Nta Abeokuta, Nta News.
Away from that, in the face of epileptic energy supply and rising energy prices per unit due to increase in demand, there is the need for paradigm shift towards a sustainable means of energy generation in Nigeria, known as Renewable Energy Initiative. It is less costly in power generation, production, and consumption, easy to maintain, and no doubt can improve the nation's internally generated revenue if adequately tapped into. Correspondent Mohammed Adewale in his report takes a look at the importance of renewable energy to the nation's economy. His report.
Renewable energy is an energy that comes from resources which are naturally replenished on a human timescale, such as sunlight, wind, rain, tides, waves, and geothermal heat. It replaces fuels in foreign distinct areas, electricity generation, air and water heating, as well as rural energy services. For years now, Nigeria as a nation has been battling with the challenges of electricity supply to the people for domestic and commercial use, especially for those in the private sector, which in turn affects the nation's economy.
Renewable energy, we can just say alternative energy also. It comes in many words and in many ways. The most relevant one to us is solar. We have the wind, we have the bio-waste. But the one we have in abundance and that we can harness effortlessly is solar energy. Because in Nigeria or in Africa in general, we have 8 to 10 hours of sunlight daily, which we are not harnessing. In Europe, that brought the idea of solar. They don't have the abundant sun that we have, but we import from them. They open our eyes to solar, but they use it more for fashion, for decoration, while it's a necessity here. And particularly in Nigeria, where we have epileptic power supply, it's a powerful alternative instead of relying only on the electricity grid.
In the statistics released by the Federal Ministry of Science and Technology in 2016, 4 or 5 people without electricity live in rural areas that are often not connected to a centralized energy grid. So local renewable energy solutions offers a much more affordable, practical energy solution. What is the role of government in actualizing this?
Only way, and one of the ways, let me put it out because there are many ways, the government can encourage indigenous companies. One, tax rebates or tax relief completely. With the imports, in fact, they shouldn't be charged. I'm aware there is a plan for the relief, but yet it's not. I can remember about 10 years ago, solar panels very expensive. It has come down a bit. But the other way for them to encourage this is, if the government will import it, let them import it. Let's have it cheap. Because the common man can't actually afford solar easily.
There is rapid population growth, increase in industrial activities, and more energy is consumed, resulting in environment pollution and economic difficulties. There is indeed renewable energy resources utilization in Nigeria. In Nta Abeokuta, Nta Abeokuta, NTA News.
The police in Jos, Plateau State, has condemned the attack on Jos University Teaching Hospital and promised to bring perpetrators to book. Correspondent Baba Kamte has the rest of the report.
In a press statement signed by the PPRO, DSP Matthias Tupev, the command received a call on 25th of August 2018 at about 9:30 to 10 p.m. to the effect that there was sporadic gunshot at the gate of Jude, which left Azim Magaji, driver to the Speaker of the Plateau State House of Assembly, and Edward Ampa Titus, a security guard with Jude, death. Some of the victims who survived narrated that 3 of them were at their duty post when 2 unidentified persons bearing guns approached them and shot at them indiscriminately, which left them with serious injuries.
They just opened fire from nowhere, and all of us were confused.
We just saw 2 people coming in towards us, to face us. Then unfortunately, we are just looking at them. They didn't say anything. They didn't even say any word. They just started shooting at us.
The Chief Medical Director of Jude, Professor Edmund Bamwat, decried the unfortunate incident and urged the security personnel to unravel the perpetrators.
The other two security men that are alive are receiving treatment and they are stable. Right now, one is being operated upon in the theater because he sustained soft tissue injury, which is being operated upon. The other one is also stable. But unfortunately, the driver of a vehicle that was trying to come into the hospital lost his life, and one of our security men also lost his life.
This is the second time the hospital is experiencing such an attack, as it can be recalled a similar incident occurred in 2012 in Jos, Abdullah Babantanti, and NTA News.
The need for a robust synergy between the various security agencies and members of the public in Ogun State to further strengthen the relative peace in the state has again been stressed. The Commissioner of Police, Ogun State, Ahmed Ilyasu, stressed this at the 2018 Hidel Kabir Get-Together Party organized for other sister security agencies and members of the public. Correspondent Muhammad Adibwale, who was at the Barra residential quarters of the police boss, reports that the event not only gave room for wine and dine, but also gave an opportunity to security personnel to interact with members of the public on ways to further reduce crimes and criminality in the state. The CP said information and intelligence sharing among various security agencies in the state is key to the success of security agencies, as the gathering is another way to further deepen the relationship between relevant stakeholders towards ensuring ensuring lasting peace and adequate protection of lives and property of the people of Gateway State. You're watching Channel 12 News. There will be more news after this time out. To stay tuned.
Oluchimi Electronics, exotic electronic items such as LCD plasma TV, air conditioners, and a whole lot more are available for office and household needs. Strategically located for your reach. Our head office is the Thermocold Showroom, LUD Site 5, Sam Elon Housing Estate, Phase 2, Nta Abeokuta. Our branch offices are Scanfirst Building, adjacent to Totoro Post Office, Totoro Abeokuta. LG Showroom, number 12, Never Road, opposite Ibaboyomi Pharmacy, Ishabo Abeokuta. Number 32, Nawarudin Road, opposite NUD High School, Ishabo Abeokuta. We render after sales service. You can do business with us on telephone. Call 080-3472-7567, 080-3519-2622, or 080-9638-1689, and we deliver at your doorstep. Oluchimi Electronics, satisfying your tastes.
Welcome back. It's now time to join Hakim Jimo for highlights of major events of the outgone week as packaged by him.
During the course of the week in review, the Muslim world celebrated Eid al-Kabir, otherwise known as Ileya. Faithful gathered at various Eid grounds across the world to observe the 2-rakat prayer that signifies Eid al-Kabir. Egbaland is not an exception, where the chief imam of Egbaland, Alhaji Yadi Orushelu, the governor of Ogun State, Ibikunle Amosun, and other top government functionaries led other thousands of believers to observe the prayer. Alhaji Orushelu and the governor urged Muslims to at all times allow the fear of Allah to guide them in all they do to obtain Allah's favor in their daily endeavors.
Today, we should invite that person. That's total solution to them. And we should know that once you serve Allah, it will serve you. So,
still on the week on the review, Egba Muslims converged on the Ake Palace after observing Eid prayer at Lantoro Praying Ground to pay homage to the Alake and paramount ruler of Egbaland, Oba Adigdoso Aremubadebo. In his solemn message to Egba Muslims and the entire Nigerians, Oba Gbadebo urged the people to live in peace and harmony with one another for the interests of the development of the society. The traditional ruler, the chief imam of Egbaland, Alhaji Yadi Orushelu, and others called on faithful to emulate the lessons of Eid al-Kabir, which is keeping promises made and readiness to make sacrifice for the nation as exemplified by the prophets of God. An annual cultural festival, the Ojudioba, was celebrated at Ijebu-Ode during the course of the week on the review, with colorful display by various groups to the admiration of the people. Various groups paid homage to the Awujale of Ijebuland, who acknowledged with cheers. The climax of this year's festival featured a musical concert where up-and-coming artists who were taking the music scene by some displayed their talents. This Ojude Beauty pageant also produced a 19-year-old Adeyi Aminat Ololade as the current champion. During the week on the review, traditionalists from across Ogun State and beyond gathered at Ake Palace Ground to celebrate the 2018 Isheshe Day and the New Yam Festivals. At the festival, the Alake and paramount ruler of Egbaland, Oba Adigdoso Aremubadebo, urged the people to live in tolerance and love among followers of various religious groups. This is said will help gender, peaceful coexistence, and harmonious relationship among the people for a progressive society. On the final note, the Ogun State Annual Summer Camp for pupils in early stages of secondary education, which lasted for 2 weeks, held at one of its model colleges, came to a memorable conclusion. While declaring the camp closed, The Ogun State Governor, Idekunle Amosun, stated that concerted efforts have been put in place to sustain the annual summer camp. He described lessons and trainings the participants received as worthwhile, urging parents to continue to nurture their words on the right path. Some of the children and parents commended the state government for providing such opportunity. That's all on Week in Review. Stay tuned for another bumper edition next week. Thanks for watching.
That was quite interesting. Now business news. Monetary policy and foreign exchange interceptors of the Central Bank of Nigeria, among other measures, have brought inflation down in the past 18 months. For more business news, let's join Nta Abeokuta for details.
Tonight, between April last year and early August this year, the inflation rate from 17.2% has gone down to 11.14%. This is due to various monetary policy decisions of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, the Anchor Borrowers Program, and foreign exchange intervention. The CBN has reiterated confidence that the country will soon return to single-digit inflation rates. If the consistent decline in inflation rates is anything to go by in the last 1 year, as released by the National Bureau of Statistics in its latest data. Inflation, interest, and lending rates are the three indicators taken seriously by the Apex Bank. Still on business news, Nigerian Stock Exchange experienced sharp decline in market capitalization recently. This, according to market operators, is due to the exit of some foreign investors from the markets in apprehension of the impacts of the decline in the price of crude oil on the Naira exchange rate. For some shareholders, such investors are described as casino players who want to make their money at the detriment of the economy. The shareholders believe that this development will encourage genuine domestic investors all over the world that have billions of dollars to invest. They believe it's time for the regulatory authorities, such as the Nigerian Stock Exchange and the Security and Exchange Commission, pay more attention to the local investors. And that's all on business news tonight. I am Esther.
On sports tonight, a call has been put through to factions in the Nigerian Football Federation to obey the terms and the condition of settlement of the leadership crisis at the Glass House in the interest of the development of football in the country. A cross-section of sports analysts and journalists made the call while reacting to amicable resolve of the crisis by the federal government. Details are presented here.
It's good that the crisis is maybe has been covered somehow, but it can still rear its ugly head. For me, we are not out of the woods because during that time, our football was stagnant. The league was not, the Nigerian Professional League was not playing, the Nigerian National League was not playing, even the national teams, we don't know their future because if Nigeria has been banned, they will not be participating in any FIFA organized competition.
If they sincerely love football or sports in this country, they wouldn't have, at this point in time, they should have resolved the issue. So I think it was a kind of a shame to this country to have been embroiled in that kind of crisis because of certain interest, because of what they felt they've been cheated off. I want to say that it's a lesson that must be learnt.
I don't believe the crisis is over until the right set of people are allowed to run football in this country. Anybody has said it severally that we promote, we don't develop football. The same thing we do in our administration. We don't have administrators, we only have politicians who are after the circles, unless the all stakeholders come together and form.
Now let's check the weather forecast for tomorrow.
Hello and welcome. The past couple of days has been on the busy side of rainy days as we've been experiencing continuous rainfall activities over almost every part of the country. And I'm sure that most of us are looking forward to relaxation in rains, especially here in Abuja. And here it is for Monday morning. We expect a bit of respite of activities over most places in the country, where the north are likely to be predominantly cloudy in the morning, with prospects of thunderstorms over parts of Kano, Potiskum, and Nguru axis, some parts of Kebbi and Sokoto axis. Moderate rains are also anticipated over parts of Bauchi, Jos, Gombe, and Taraba. The southeast coast are likely to witness these rains as well, while most places are expected to be fine in the morning. Further into the day, we expect more intensity of thunderstorms over the north and intermittent precipitations across the central and the southern region in the afternoon into late evening period. Here's the temperature forecast. Thank you for watching. I am Joyce Ogunle.
And that brings our package for tonight to an end. Please don't go away as Ayade Negede is stand by to give you the Yoruba translations of the bulletin. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.
Ẹ máa gbé ní ìṣọ̀kan àti ìrẹ́pọ̀. Àwọn àlùfáà ló gba gbogbo ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà lámọ̀ràn. Àwọn arìnrìn-àjò hajj ni yóò máa padà bọ̀ lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà láti ọ̀la lọ. Ẹ káalẹ́ àsìkò dédé àsìkò orúkọ tèmi ni Ayọ̀adé. Elégbèdé ìròyìn lámọ́ wá fún láti lè ṣe tẹlifíṣàn ìjọba àpapọ̀ tó kalẹ̀ sílùú Abẹ́òkúta. Ìròyìn wá rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Ipò ẹbí nínú ìdàgbàsókè orílẹ̀-èdè kan tàbí òmíràn ni ó jẹ́ ohun kan tí kò ṣe fọwọ́ rọ́ sẹ́yìn rárá àti rárá. Pẹ̀lú èyí sì ni wá pọn dandan fún gbogbo ẹbí láti súnmọ́ Ọlọ́run ní ìgbà gbogbo kí ìdàgbàsókè kí ó lè bá wà ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Èyí ni ó jẹ́ nínú ìwàásù àwọn àlùfáà kọ̀ọ̀kan nílùú Abẹ́òkúta tí í ṣe olúùlú ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Akọrin wa Mohammed Adébọ̀wálé ni ó jábọ̀ ìròyìn náà tí ó sì jábọ̀ wípé ẹbí ni ó ní ipa ribiribi tí ó ń kó nínú kíkọ́ àwùjọ yálà lọ́nà tó dára àti ìdàkejì. Èyí sì ni ó máa ń wáyé látàrí bí wọ́n bá ṣe ṣe ètò ẹbí lóríṣiríṣi. Èyí ni kókó ìwàásù bíṣọ̀bù àgbà ti ìjọ African Church ní ẹkùn ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn tó wà ní ìta ìyálòde Abẹ́òkúta, àlùfáà Solomon Ojumu, tí ó sì sọ di mímọ̀ pé kí gbogbo ẹbí lórílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà kí wọ́n máa di ẹ̀sìn wọn, kí wọ́n máa dì í mú ní ṣinṣin, kí wọ́n sì gbàgbọ́ nínú Ọlọ́run. Nígbà tí ó ń kà láti inú ìwé Joshua orí 24 ẹsẹ̀ 15, bíṣọ̀bù Ojumu ni ó sọ wípé ó pọn dandan fún gbogbo ẹbí láti ní ẹ̀mí ìrẹ́pọ̀, kí wọ́n súnmọ́ Ọlọ́run, kí wọ́n sì rí dájú wípé ìbáṣepọ̀ wọn pẹ̀lú àwọn tí ó wà lágbègbè wọn ni ó jẹ́ èyí tí ó lóòrìn, tí wọ́n sì sọ wípé kí ó má sí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ nínú rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú. Ìkórè àlàáfíà ni àkórí ìwàásù àlùfáà Festus Ọ̀sanyìngbèmí ní ìjọ Methodist Cathedral ọgbà Abẹ́òkúta, níbi tí ó ti sọ wípé àdúgbò tí àlàáfíà bá jọba ní ìdàgbàsókè náà lè jọba nínú rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú. Ó wá pè gbogbo àwọn èèyàn láti máa làkàkà fún àlàáfíà pẹ̀lú ẹnìlàkejì wọn, kí wọ́n sì máa rí dájú wípé wọ́n súnmọ́ Ọlọ́run pẹ́kípẹ́kí. Pẹ̀lú èyí ni wọ́n sọ wípé wọn yóò rí gbogbo ìbùkún tí Ọlọ́run ti ṣèlérí rẹ̀ fún àwọn tí ó ń sìn ni wọ́n yóò rí gbà. Nígbà tí ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ síwájú sí àlùfáà ọ̀hún ni ó sọ wípé gbogbo ọmọ Ọlọ́run ni wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ máa gbé pẹ̀lú ìbẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run nínú, kí wọ́n sì máa bọ̀wọ̀ fún òfin Ọlọ́run àti òfin ilẹ̀ wa. Lẹ́yìn náà sì ni wọ́n gbàdúrà fún àlàáfíà àti ìṣọ̀kan láti jọba ní orílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà, ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn àti ìgbé ayé oníkálukú. Ètò bíbọ̀ padà wá sílé àwọn arìnrìn-àjò hajj láti orílẹ̀-èdè Saudi Arabia ni yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ọ̀la. Èyí ni ó jẹyọ nínú ìpàdé tí àjọ National Hajj Commission ṣe pẹ̀lú àwọn ọlọ́kọ̀ òfurufú ní Jeddah. Akọrin wa Musa Abubakar ní jábọ̀ ìròyìn náà tí wọ́n sọ di pé pẹ̀lú ètò hajj tí ó lọ ní ìrọ̀wọ́ ìrọsẹ̀, àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà tí ó wà ní ìlú Saudi Arabia ni wọ́n yóò máa bọ̀ padà sí orílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà láti ọ̀la lọ. Èyí sì ni wọ́n sọ wípé kí wọ́n rọ gbogbo àwọn tó rìnrìn àjò náà láti ṣe pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́ nínú gbogbo ètò tí wọ́n ṣe kí wọ́n sì rí dájú pé wọ́n kò lòdì sí òfin ìrìnnà. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá ní Jos nípínlẹ̀ Plateau ni wọ́n ti bu ẹnu àtẹ́ lu ìkọlù ilé ìwòsàn Jute tí wọ́n sì ti ṣèlérí láti rí pé wọ́n mú àwọn tí ó kópa nínú ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ láabi ọ̀hún. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Bàbá Kamti ni ó jábọ̀ ìròyìn náà tí ó sì jábọ̀ wípé ní ọjọ́ 5 oṣù tí a wà yìí ní dédé agogo 9:30 àṣálẹ́ sí aago 10 àṣálẹ́ ni àwọn méjì kan wọ inú ilé ìwòsàn ọ̀hún tí wọ́n sì da ìbọn bolẹ̀ níbẹ̀. Ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ láabi ọ̀hún ni ó sì mú ẹ̀mí àwọn méjì lọ sí lára wọn jẹ́ ra àwọn aṣọ́bodè ilé ìwòsàn ọ̀hún pẹ̀lú ẹni tí ó ń wa ọkọ̀ ayọ́kẹ́lẹ́ kan tí ó ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ wọ inú ilé ìwòsàn náà. Ẹni tí ó jẹ́ ọ̀gá àgbà ilé ìwòsàn ọ̀hún ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Edmond Bamgwat ni ó rọ àwọn ọlọ́pàá láti rí dájú pé wọ́n ṣe ìwádìí fínífíní sí ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀hún. Lára àwọn mìíràn tí wọ́n tún fara káṣá nínú ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ láabi náà ni wọ́n á rọ àwọn ọlọ́pàá láti rí dájú pé wọ́n mú àwọn tí ó ṣe iṣẹ́ láabi náà. Tí a ò bá gbàgbé irúfẹ́ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ báyìí ti wáyé ní ọdún 2012 tẹ́lẹ̀ rí. Ìdí tí ó fi yẹ kí ìbáṣepọ̀ tó lóòrín wà láàrin àwọn ẹlẹ́ṣọ́ ààbò ní orílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà àti àwọn ará ìlú ni wọ́n ti mú wá sí iwájú báyìí tí wọ́n sì sọ wípé èyí ni yóò túnbọ̀ jẹ́ kí àlàáfíà kí ó jọba ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn àti ní orílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà lápapọ̀. Gíwá ọlọ́pàá ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn Ahmed Ndiasu ni ó sọ èyí níbi ìpàgọ́ tí ó máa ń ṣe lọ́dọọdún fún àwọn àjọ elétò ààbò yòókù ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn àti àwọn aráàlú lápapọ̀. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Mohammed Adébọ̀wálé tí ó wà ní ibi ètò náà ni ó jábọ̀ wípé níbi ètò ọ̀hún ni wọ́n ti ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wẹ̀jẹwẹ̀mu tí wọ́n sì ti fi ààyè sílẹ̀ fún àwọn elétò ààbò láti jomitoro ọ̀rọ̀ láàrin ara wọn lórí bí wọn yóò ṣe mú kí ìwà láabi kí ó dínkù ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà pàápàá ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Gíwá ọlọ́pàá náà ni wá sọ wípé kí gbogbo ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí kí wọ́n máa ṣe ètò ojúlalákùnfin sórí èyí sì ni yóò túnbọ̀ máa ṣe ìrànwọ́ fún àwọn ọlọ́pàá pẹ̀lú láti rí dájú pé wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ wọn bí iṣẹ́. Ó wù ní ká jẹran pẹ́ lẹ́nu ṣùgbọ́n òfà fún ni kò jẹ́. A ní rí jù báyìí lọ lórí ìròyìn wa fún ti àṣálẹ́ yìí padà ọlọ́run fún àkọ́tún ìròyìn mìíràn. Ó dàárọ̀.